or not. Just so people have an opportunity to take a look at it for those who can't make it. Anybody doing dry January? I heard her ask, but I wasn't on screen, so I didn't see it. So yeah, I got a big cup of tea, but it's not for dry January. I'm just detoxing this month period. I usually detox during my birthday. I usually, like, my birthday is like my new year. And then, but I had such a busy October, I did damn January. That's really funny. I didn't get a chance to detox the way I wanted to. So I'm just doing it this month because I had a crazy year coming up, which you guys are going to hear about. Not all of my stuff, but your stuff. So congratulations on making it through another year into 2023. I've been writing 2022 all day, so I'm moving along. And thank you all for taking the time to hop on the town hall. I hope you are all blessed and doing well and thriving. And if you're not, and it's something that we can do to help that, then please reach out as always. So we'll be doing these town halls once a quarter. So this will be the first one. Welcome to all the new members. I can't see everybody on the screen, but welcome. If there's any new Miami members, welcome. Miami is the newest chapter that we opened in the last month. Was it last month? I think, oh yeah, it was last month. This is January, yeah. So last month we opened Miami. Super excited about that. I just wanted to pop on. I always like to check in with everybody to, one, see how everybody's doing, and two, to kind of just give some updates on the organization and the chapter things and what we're doing. So let's just get right into it. I'm a very quote-driven person. They inspire me. So I start a lot of my meetings with quotes. So today's quote is from Angela Bassett. And it says, "Don't settle for average, bring your best to the moment. Then whether it fails or succeeds, at least you gave it all you had. We need to all live the best that's in us." And just thinking about what that means with this coming year, what this has meant for the last couple of years, it's just a real testament to the community that we're building, right? It's not perfect, but it's not meant to be perfect. It's meant to be human. We're having human experiences, and this community is meant to thrive through all of those experiences, right? So we are still in a pandemic. Everybody's doing the best that they can. And so I just always want people to keep that in mind as we move through everything that we're doing. We're always giving each other grace and understanding that you deserve grace. So let's go into last year and review. I don't know if you looked at the last newsletter. It was pretty cool. We put together all the things that we did last year. And I am not going to sit here and read all of that, trust me, not even close. But I did want to review some things, and then we'll go into some upcoming programs. I have some introductions to make, and we'll go into some Q&A and, just some standard member things that we should be talking about. So 2022 was a pretty big year for us. Let's start with the super big things. We won Wine Enthusiast Award for Visionary of the Year. We also won the Vine Pair Award for Advocate of the Year. So now you can tell people that you're a part of a multi-award winning community, right? So it's not just, it was already moving, a global multi-award winning community. Like let's say the things. We also gave out multiple scholarships through WSET, through our partnerships with them. We sponsored lots of events, wine and hip hop, a couple other smaller programs. We had some great volunteer opportunities. which also led to further commitments and opportunities, i.e. SomCon, the Latinx Summit. We did some things with the Lift Collective, Wine and Culture Festival. We created partnerships, new partnerships. We released, I'm gonna tell y'all how hard it is to release this newsletter every 2 weeks. We released a newsletter every 2 weeks, almost. We might have like skipped a week or two within the whole year, but I think we did pretty good. And in those newsletters, we've really been highlighting our members, and it is a lot of work. We highlight our members. We've been highlighting our members on social media, because to me, everybody is important. It doesn't matter what your status is as far as popularity, right? If you're part of this community, then you're important. We created tons of wine educational resources, job placements, and we ended the year with this banging ass holiday party. Who was at the holiday party? Like, I think that deserves a take yourself off of mute, clap, 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 because that holiday party was dope. I'm sorry. Like, it was great.
Really, really, really fun.
So fun. Love the music.
Yeah. So, and that was just the start. So this year, I really wanted to, I'm always thinking forward and trying to build from within, right? I always want to make sure that as a community that we are seeing each other and meeting each other where we are whenever possible. And so we've had some leadership changes, which, we'll get into. I'll get into the major leadership change in a second. But speaking of leadership, I want to talk about chapter leadership, right? I think that it's really important to understand, like, that the chapter leaders are there for you and they want to actively fulfill the things that you're looking to do, right? If you're communicating with them, then a lot of those things are expected to come to fruition if it's feasible. I mean, let's be realistic here, right? So we try to gather our resources together as a community. We use those resources to pour back into each other. And when we're done, when we get to this point, I want to build the ecosystem, which we never have to leave, right? We're all in this, we're just pouring into each other, but also recycling all of that back into the community as well. So I think it's really important to, one, appreciate the chapter leadership because they do try really hard. Communicating with them is important. Showing up is extremely important, right? No one wants to put programming together and it just, no one's there. So showing up is really important because it honors their work. It doesn't mean you have to show up to every single thing, but I do think that we all deserve to be honored for our efforts. And when it's feasible, when it's possible, let's show up for each other. Going back to the original leadership comment that I was trying to make, I have asked Shay to become the new community director. Tally has taken a bit of a step back for some personal reasons. And so Shay will be taking over that role. And I'm incredibly excited about that. She's been doing a wonderful job. She's not the most outspoken person. She's kind of shy. So tease her as much as possible. But I love Shay. I think that she's going to be an incredible asset to this organization, but also, Shay's out here killing it. Shay's going for her WSET diploma. Who's shy? I gotta turn my comments off. I get distracted so easy. I'm like reading the comments. But I think that she is a huge asset to building, this next phase of the community and the scaling that we are about to do. And she is going to speak a little bit later, but I was saying, like, she's working her job, she's doing this job, she's going for her diploma in WSET. Let's continue to encourage her and send love to her. And Natasha is the program manager. She's not on right now, but if you get an email from Natasha Hall, she's the other one. So it's like all women, all Black women up here. Noah one day you'll meet Noah, you might know him. His name is Trevor Noah, but I like to call him Noah. And we'll get married one day, and you'll all be invited to the wedding. But until then, he had this speech on his outgoing platform, and he was really just saying how Black women, if you want to learn, you want to lead, if you want all of those things, you tend to Black women. And I just want you to know that this entire organization is led by Black women. And so from every facet of what we're doing, I think that that's really important. And it's nothing against nobody else. If there's somebody else who could fulfill the job, I'm with it, I'm open. But right now, this organization is being led by some dope ass Black women. So I'm really excited about that. So let's get into some upcoming things. I'm gonna tell y'all how much I hate this. I feel like I'm talking to a class. There's no music, there's no nothing. But I'm gonna keep going. I'm powering through this. So some upcoming events and programs, I'll start from a very high level, and then we'll kind of get into just the first quarter, really, because we'll do this again, and you'll also get emails, and it's really important to read the emails, and it's very important to read the newsletter, because that is where all the information is. But also, our newsletter has about 5,000 people, that can get certain parts of it. And that's why we say, hey, you have some programming you're going to put in here? Do you have something coming up? Like, again, this is not a facade. Like, all those things are really important. So it's important for you to participate through your leadership, through Shay, and, reach out to her with anything. So the WC Fest, Wine Culture Fest, is back. And we'll be having it a little earlier this year. So it's from July the 23rd through the 30th. Those announcements will be coming soon. We're doing a whole wine mansion. We're doing a whole build out. And as you can see, it's a whole week. So we'll be doing a lot of programming. And we'll also be releasing some forums and some initiatives in which I really want to tap into the talent, not just in this community, but like in a broader sense. And if you have something, like if you want to present, if you have some kind of partnership that you can present, if you want to participate, you want to do a seminar or something like that, I would love to be able to see what that looks like facilitating. So that's the Wine and Culture Fest. We have there's an app. I kind of spoke about this app on and off, but the app is done. It's called Wine-ish. It's dope as hell. And that's all I'm going to say until I'm ready to roll out the marketing. But just look for the app. The app is good. And, as a part of the community, you will get first, you'll get to test it out. You'll get like first beta, testing, but also you'll get a free membership to the app as a part of, the community membership. So it's like all the things that you need in one, right? So you can do courses, which again, you'll tap into the community, say, hey, do you have a wine course? Do you want to show how somebody do some writing? Like, we can live stream things. The vocabulary is really important. It's very different. You'll see yourself, but everybody will see themselves. And so we are trying to be very intentional about what that looks like, as far as if you grew up in another country, you might not have drank this kind of milk, right? Like, maybe this tastes like goat milk to you, and that's okay. And this should be in a vocabulary. That's how we learn from each other. That's how we introduce new cultures to each other. You'll get push notifications, quizzes. It's a dope app, trust me. So it's the wine app that, I've been missing, and I've been working on this for 2.5 years. So it's finally coming, and I'm really excited. We're also going to be dropping merch. So we'll be dropping all kinds of merch, notebooks, like wine notebooks. We're going to do little pens. We're going to do Letterman jackets per chapter. Yeah, no, it's gonna be a good year, trust me. We gotta roll with it. I think that was it for like major upcoming announcements, as if that's not enough, but it's all rolling. But I also just want to make a note that I am also working on some things just as me, and I'm in a lot of new leadership positions. And so I will always be looking for talent. And the first place that I'm going to go for that talent is within the community. So, if I need to do a placement at a 5-star hotel or restaurant for a SOM, I'm going to look here first, and then, I'll look outside of that. So these are, there are lots of things and lots of ways in which there are opportunities. Let's just leave it at that for now. So study halls.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.
And I think it'll give you a break so you don't feel like you just talking at us. Going back to Wine and Culture Fest, I want to make sure I heard you right. Are you looking for submissions for ideas to participate in the fest if we have something we want to do at the fest? I want to make sure I heard that right.
Yes. There'll be a form that's going to go out, and it's going to go in the link in the bio. It should be up by like the end of the month. But yes, I would love to really start incorporating membership into that. But broader members too, not just specific chapter members. It's time.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions while the floor is open?
Do we get to preview the merch? Because I'm very interested in these.
Merch is coming. We just got to leave it at merch is coming at this point. Merch is tricky because it's some stuff you're going to have to like pre-sale, right? Because merch is expensive, and some stuff we just going to send to you just, as a perk. But it's cool. So just think through, think about the Letterman jacket have you ever seen the H of the submark of our logo? It has the H and just a period. So think about that. And then, the Hue Society DC on the back. And you just it's going to be good. So we're going to try to do some more targeted city merch as well. So for city chapters, but a lot of it's just going to be general. Until we can build it up to the point where, that makes sense. So study halls. We have had study halls consistently for the last couple months. Our study halls are very laid back, and they're very culturally centered. And so it's definitely a very safe space where you can come study with people. And, if you're studying for a test, or if you're just really trying to gain some more knowledge, we send it out every month. This is what's happening. This is the topic of discussion. We do have a study hall on Monday, and it's on breads. Shay, help me.
Yeah, medium body breads.
Medium body reds. That's
Monday is a holiday. Who's studying on holiday?
Monday is a holiday?
Yeah, it's
Martin Luther the King.
Oh, I only celebrate his real birthday. Y'all be talking. Well, good. Study the King. I don't know. What would Martin Luther King drink? Think about that.
That's a good topic. What would he drink? That's probably
what would King do?
It's also my birthday.
Happy birthday.
But I think that's a good point though, right? Like Martin Luther King. And Martin Luther King was all about community building and being in community and furthering community and all of that stuff. And there are lots of ways to do that. And it's not just marching across the bridge, with dogs and hoses. Sometimes it's dismantling systems from within by continuously growing and developing ourselves. Oh yeah. I haven't said that in a long Okay, moving on. So I encourage you to join the study halls. If you want to lead a study hall, please reach out because those things are really important. But also it gives you opportunity to hone your skills. If there's also a seminar or a specialty or whatever that you have that you want to lead, please reach out because this is a platform for you to be able to hone your skills and develop. Like this is why we're all here together, right? There's a level of mental and psychological safety here that you're not going to get anywhere else. So please do join in the study halls. We're also bringing back sipping socials every first Friday. It's a happy hour, but it's also opportunity for us to check in with each other. You know, a point was made on our board meeting, you know, all the chapters, we have a board meeting every month, and a point was made, you know, holidays are really hard for a lot of people. And these are opportunities for us to check in with each other, you know, during those times. So the next sipping social is February 3rd. Thank you, Shay. We didn't do one this month because we're kind of just regrouping and getting things back together. But join the sipping socials, right? Like grab a glass and come and socialize. And this, you know, there are ways in which you could use the rooms. You can break off into rooms to go chat and just all of these things. I think it's just really important to consistently be engaging in getting what you need, but you have to be the one to go and get what you need. And then I'm just going to quickly go through January, and then we'll January and February, and then I'm going to let Shay say a couple things, and then we're going to do questions because I think that's important. So January, obviously we have the study hall. We have A to Z. We are rolling out a series called A to Z, in which we're going to invite people to just come in who are very interesting and just come to, you know, tell their story. Like, how did you get from here to there? So our first A to Z is going to be with Cal Burke. Cal is incredibly gifted winemaker, but she's also an artist. And we'll get to hear her story as to, you know, how she started making wine, what her process has been like from going from an artist to making wine with Naked Wines. We weren't actually able to get the wines, they're sold out. So we weren't able to get the wines to taste. So you're going to have to come and sip on something. Normally, you know, we would buy the wines and distribute them. But unfortunately, in this one, we're just going to have to like support Kyle in a different way, which is with our attention and our presence. So super excited about that. And then also in January, we have a partnership with the Guilty Grape. Everybody know who the Guilty Grape twins are? Yes, no, maybe so. Okay, they was just on a TV show. They just did a reality show. And so they reached out to us and they want to offer a scholarship. So they're offering a $500 scholarship for a WSET, you know, that would cover level 1. But if you're interested in applying for that scholarship, please, she just dropped the link in the chat, but also the link will be emailed out to you. So super excited about that. We'll be announcing the scholarship winner and doing a tasting with them, leading me into February. We'll be doing a tasting and announcing the scholarship winner for the Guilty Grape twins, where we'll be buying our wines and distributing those kits as well. So that'll be another sort of A to Z event in which we get to hear the twin story and what it was like being on the competition on TV and you know, what their journey has been. And then we'll also have another regional, it's a local event on love languages that we're doing here in Atlanta. So one of the things that we'll be doing is kind of bouncing around from city to city doing programming. This month is going to be next month is going to be in Atlanta from a national standpoint, and you'll also be invited to those. I mean, if you want to fly to Atlanta, you're more than welcome. But this locally, that's where that will be. And also, Alsace is having a virtual seminar. We sent this out a couple months ago. We will send it out again. But Alsace reached out and they're offering free kits for anybody who wants to sign up for their virtual seminar and tasting. The dates are February 27, 28, or March 1st. You don't have to go to all of those dates. The way that it's set up is kind of like I did this once. They send you a kit. It's like this big. You have like 5 different wines in it from Alsace. When you go to sign up, you decide which vendors, which wine producers you want to taste. They put that kit together for you. They mail it to you. Everything is 100% free. You're welcome. Membership does have its perks. I keep trying to tell y'all, but and they will allow you to register for that under the Hue Society. You have to sign up. We'll send that out again, and all of the rest of the links for everything we got today as well. So I'm not going to go into March because it's a little further, but we're going to do something with Hirsch wines. If you know what Hirsch wines are, they're wildly expensive, but we'll be doing a tasting with them. And we'll be doing a pitch seminar with Adam Teeter from VinePair on how to get pitched into a magazine, how to get yourself into a magazine, all those kinds of things. And so we're consistently just thinking through, what executive roundtables could look like, what programming could look like, how can we continue to add value to people in the space. And so I hope that we're doing a good job, but again, you got to show up for it. We could do all the things, but if you're not showing up, then, at some point it's like, okay, well, we tried. So I will turn this over to Shay. I feel like I'm losing my voice, and I'm also sweating because I don't like talking in front of people. So, bye.
All right. And I don't like talking in front of people either, but here we are. For those who don't know me, I am Shayna. Either one is fine. I am formerly the DMV chapter president, but now working with Tahira and Natasha and continuing to grow and build this community through being the community director. So some of you have received some emails from me, but at least now you can put a name to a face. And if you have any questions or you need anything, please feel free to let me know. I'm here to help, and I want everyone to make sure to get what they need. We're working on establishing member numbers for everyone. And so maybe even a Hue Society membership card with your member number. But so if I send you an email with your member number, just
Can it be a digital card?
sure.
I like digital.
Okay.
Just
See
throw
if
it
you
out
can add
there.
it to your Google Wallet or your
There we
Apple
go.
Wallet.
Y'all know Shay is down with the Android family. I just want to point that out.
Always.
Yes.
Membership numbers be sent to the individual chapter board. So in case someone loses it, we can at least let people know what it is.
Yes, ma'am.
Member numbers are also going to be really easy, so you probably won't lose it because it's just the first 2 letters of your chapter or the city that you're in, and the last 4 digits of your phone number. The phone number that you registered with, by the way, because some of y'all be changing phone numbers and y'all got multiple phones, like y'all be doing deals that I'm not going to, but spinning pots and with Vegas order. That's all I would say.
So yes, we can make sure that all the board members or the boards have those numbers also. Speaking of boards, I am in the process of, or we are in the process of adding to, we know Atlanta, California, so all the Cali crew, I'm going to be sending you an email because we do need to get your board up and running. So if you are interested in being a part of the board, being a part of continuing to build your community, please let me know. Also with Miami, I reached out to those who have been interested in joining the Miami board. And we are scheduling interviews for that within the next week. So please let me know when your states are, what you're interested in, and we can go from there. And talking about building community, the Discord, and for those of you who may not have the link, I'm going to put it in the chat. But we're hoping that the national Discord chat will be kind of like the base for community building. Each of the chapters has their own little chat room, but also we have a room for business talks. So whether you are aspiring to be something within the wine industry, whether it's a winemaker, a retailer, importer, distributor, or if you are already, excuse me, if you are already in that space, having a space where people can connect with you to ask questions or to put feelers out is super important. So we have the business talks chat, we have study groups. I know a couple people had talked about, in that study group, a couple people talked about connecting as far as studying for the WSET 3 together. So just if you're studying for anything, just put it in the chat, because you never know who else is doing the same thing, and then we could definitely create study groups. And like Tahira said, we have a Zoom that's free for everyone to use. So if you need a way to connect virtually, just let us know. We can set up a room for you to do that. Also, a fun one is tasting talk, which is like fun to share bottles. Like if you are, because a lot of times we take pictures of the stuff that we like, and we post it on social media, but also sharing it with everyone as far as what you're drinking, what you liked about it, if there's any fun wine deals. I know everyone knows that Maison Noir goes on sale typically around the holidays. So just reminders about any sales that are going on would be really cool. The calendar, we're going to start posting the events on the national calendar again, and everyone will have an invite to that calendar, just so it's easier for everyone to get the links, have access to the links, and to know what's going on. So if you have an event that's going on, please let us know, because we'd like to add it, whether that's chapter events, whether that's personal events or business events. Just let us know so we can help promote you. And just send it to the community at the Hue Society email, and we'll add it. I think the last thing I have is that we are working to build a Hue business directory. So I will be putting together a form and sending it out to everyone. So if you have your own business, you like to build a directory with everyone that is doing something, whether it's in the space or out of the space, just so we can reach into our community and use each other. I mean, use each other's services.
I was literally about to bring it up after I asked you.
Really?
Hold on. Let's see here.
Thanks, Shay. I think one other thing that I forgot to mention and I wanted to mention is we will be partially sponsoring some tickets to, not partially sponsoring, we've sponsored tickets to ABV, which is happening in Miami this Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I believe. And so if you want free tickets, and I believe that they're going to have a virtual component, you will be welcome to them. You know, we have more than enough for people to join. We'll also be sponsoring some tickets to Black Vines, the Black Vines Festival happening at the end of February. Am I making it up? It's the end of February in Oakland with Black Vines and Fern, who's also a member of the Hue Society. So, oh, that's really cool. That's very cool. I'm glad that everybody, especially in Miami, is participating in ABV. It's really important. You know, it's kind of how you shift culture. Who told us, or who decided what's important, and, you know, kind of taking back that power. So, and we'll be sponsoring different things throughout the year, you know, for membership. And we, you know, we're not rich yet, but we do the best that we can. And so we can't always fill everybody, but we definitely try to be supportive where we can. So just, you know, keep in mind that we do have an application for scholarships or fundings for things that we are able to help contribute to. I don't have anything else. I think I covered everything. So the floor is open for questions, comments, celebrations. Anybody got any great news, announcement?
I got an announcement.
Okay, KK.
No, it's not a big announcement. I actually will be in Lodi in March, and I just figured I'd share it here in case anyone is planning to be in California. I want to get together. I want to drink. I want to explore. I am going to look at producers. Lovely needs some more wine. It's about to be a great year, and I've never explored Lodi, and I need to save some coins. So the people told me to go to Lodi and get out of Napa. So I am going March 15th through the 19th. So if anyone wants to be in the area, anyone wants to join me, anyone wants to help taste for Lovely, you could be a part of the process. It'll be great and have a good time. Right, Shay? Shy Shay?
Yeah.
I like messing with her. Congrats, Shay.
Thank you.
But yeah, I just wanted to share that here. I'm like, where's the biggest forum I can see who's going to be in the area? So that's it. And I'm gonna claim it right now. I think I'm gonna do something at Wine and Culture Fest. I don't know what it is yet, Tahira.
You should do easy. You should do a course on starting your own label from across the
I can
country.
do that. I can do that.
And what that looks like, because that's real, right? Like without a lot of resources.
It's a story. It's a testimony. It's coming. The book coming soon. But yeah, I like that idea. That's why I asked about it. And I want to do more events. I want to get out and speak more. I think that's where I shine. And I want to share my story with people. So yeah, I'm going to claim that something's going to happen with us in July. Thank you, Angela.
There's some comments for you, Amira. You should check them out.
Let me see. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
also be in Cali. When I'll be in Cali. Oh, I'll be in Cali at the end of the month. To go accept my wine enthusiasm. Yeah, it's expensive trip. I was pissed, but I'll be there in Oakland. Oh, San Francisco. So I'll mostly be in Oakland, but the thing is in San Francisco. So
yes, I wish I could go to Oakland for
if anybody's in town.
Fern's thing. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we pouring. So can I just tell y'all something real quick? I obviously don't have a wine brand, right? But so when winning this award, they kind of roll out the red carpet with you, with the exception of paying for your plane ticket and or hotel, which is like, which you probably really needed. And so most people who win the Wine Enthusiast Awards are winemakers or wine brands or whatever. Like they have, I obviously am not, we're an organization. So they're like, hey, what they serve at the event is the winner's wines. I don't have a wine. But I'm always looking for opportunity to make sure that we are in the room and we get up in there. So I hit a couple people up with Black brands. I said, you know what? I was like, I'm not in there, but y'all put these wines on the list for dinner and all the rest of that stuff. So I definitely elbowed my way in there with some Black brands, and Amira is going to be one of the brands being poured. So super excited about.
And that's exclusive stuff because there's no more of it. All right. So they drinking stuff that's like priceless, Thank you, Tahira. I'm writing down who's going to be there so I can hit you up seriously. So Nick, I just want to make sure I got the Maisha. We in Lodi? Did I get that right? Y'all better come off mute. Come talk. Some of y'all got to be tipsy already.
Oh Lord. Okay. Anybody else got questions? Comments?
Tahira, this is Kyle Jones from the Acadian Wine Company. As a Pennsylvania winery and a stone's throw from Philly, if you would like to add a Pennsylvania label to your portfolio that entirely represents you, my vineyard is entirely open to you and any of your friends.
Oh, that's so kind, Kyle. Thank you. We can talk offline on the side.
Delicious.
And DC is gonna come visit also.
Yeah, I think y'all should do a DMV NYC Philly trip to his.
I would do that.
We can like put some funds together for that too.
I would totally do that. I'm always in Philly. Let's set that up, guys.
Oh, we're opening a chapter in Australia. Forgot about that. Anything else? Anybody? Questions?
I have a celebration-ish.
Love it.
I finally got my results for my What's It level 1. I passed with a 93.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Now I got to study for the next one.
Oh, so here I know one thing that you missed.
What?
The general membership.
Oh, okay. So here's the thing. We have we made a wait list last year, and it's really long at this point, which made me realize that the way that we've been opening chapters, not only is it kind of laborious, but it's also it's not helping as many people as it could. So we're going to adjust the structure of the way we accept people now, because the last thing I want to do is create another barrier. So we're going from this point forward, have a general membership, meaning the membership will be open across the country to anybody who wants to join. They'll get the same benefits, all the stuff, because what we're finding is a lot of people, if we say it takes 10 people to open a chapter, and there's a reason that we say 10 people, because you need to have a board, you need to have all these things to function as a chapter. Some people come up with 7, 5, 9, it's just not enough people. And then the people who want to join aren't able to get what they need because they can't find 5 other people or something like that. So we're going to have a general membership. So you'll see people coming in from all over the country. And I'm really excited about that. I think that's great. And I also think that leaves the ability to create organic chapters as well, because you actually don't know if 10 people from your city actually wanted to join, and then you already have a chapter built in, right? And then you can also build to that, get to that point. So we'll still have the, specific chapters and all of that stuff, and that will still exist, but we're also going to open it up to everybody. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Anything else? Anybody else? Any questions? Okay. Well, this has been, I know someone is interested in starting a chapter. Yeah. We go through this all the time. And then we spend so much time going through trying to open the chapter, in the city, and it's one person, it's like, yeah, I want to do this. And then they just can't get enough of the people together. So it's going to be great though. We're going to have lots of new members, so lots of people you can bounce around to different cities with. I do say so myself. Anything else? Hi, Rania. I see you in the corner, girl.
Hi, I was actually waiting to get over my shyness and say, I just opened my new restaurant in Austin in the last month and a half. It's a Neapolitan pizza, and we have a pretty large wine program. So if anyone finds themselves coming to Austin anytime soon, please stop by. We're open 7 days a week. We have like the dopest happy hour in Austin. It's half off bottles of wine, half off pizza every single day. And I would just love to see you guys. So come on by.
What's the name? I have friends in Austin.
It's called Bufalina. We're in East Austin on East Cesar Chavez.
Bufalina.
Yeah.
Got it.
I've never been to Texas. crazy
Oh,
enough.
scary. But
But I might have to book a trip over there.
Yeah, Austin was dope. I was just there for Afrotech. I really liked that. Afrotech was dope too. So definitely going to share that with people in Austin. Congratulations.
thank you.
Congratulations. I
Thanks,
know I've
guys.
been watching you do this for over a year, so I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, it's Elise. I was wondering do we have like an existing chapter directory? Like if people are traveling around and they want to just hit up people via email, like, hey, I'm going to be in your city. Do you want to link up? Like, do we have something like that available?
We yes, but it hasn't been made public because people get real touchy about their emails.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking about that too, but you know.
I think what we need to do is when we can send it out, but people don't, we need you to fill the forms out. But we can send it out, and if you want to be on the public directory, then I think that's a great way to do it, because I've seen people go from city to city, and it is really cool because you get to really engage with like family. I mean, people treat you like family and they roll out the red carpet, and plus everybody wants to show off their city.
Yeah, exactly.
That, and also the Discord will help with that too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are traveling in a different city, the chapter, just reach out in the chapter and on the Discord, send a quick chat, and people respond. Well, sorry, Will, did I steal your shine?
You sure did. I've been on mute this whole time and I had one thing to say and you took it. It's all good though.
My bad. I'm sorry. But also Will has taken my place as the DMV chapter president. So if you need anything in the DMV, hit him up.
Great
Hit me up
leadership.
because I don't know anything at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Don't be shy. We've gone through the list of things in which you guys, those of you who filled out the form saying what you would like to see, what kind of programming you'd like to see. And so we have gone through that multiple times, and we're, actively pursuing those things. So you'll see these things come to fruition as the months go on, for sure. We're going to introduce a mentorship circle in which, we're doing peer mentorship. I kind of shy away from the power dynamics of one-on-one membership that way, because it creates this system in which doesn't need to exist, where everybody has something to offer. But just staying clear of power dynamics is a thing for me. Anything else? Okay. Wow, this was fantastic. No one cussed me out. I think I'm doing good here. All right. So I guess we can wrap this up then. Oh wait, let's turn the recording off and ask if there's any other questions.